What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Doomking Gaming, and today I've got a deck for you that I've been playing one version or another of ever since I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in 2006. Yes, we're talking about zombies. This is a deck I always come back to no matter what. And that new support, man, that new support did something for it. I did build a version with a lot of the new support. It was pretty good, pretty decent. But then the P.U.N.K stuff, man, the P.U.N.K stuff just made the deck so much better. The reason I'm playing the P.U.N.K version is because I went to a locals about a couple Tuesdays ago that was not OTS just yet. So for pricing dollars to pick whatever pack you wanted, and I ended up pulling a Foxy Tune out of my entry pack, and that was amazing. So I was like, huh, you know, I heard this is good at zombies, so let me go ahead and try it out, and yeah. You know, I tried it, I really liked it. We are running a small engine just because I didn't end up buying two more Foxy Tunes just yet. I'm thinking about maybe adding them in, but we do have some other spice in here that you'll see that kind of replaces the other two, or lets us go in another direction. Anyways, let's get into the deck profile. By the way, one of my first YouTube cameras right here, reliving again as card cam. Let's go. So first off, for the boss monsters, or big boys, if you will. We do 2 Balladrock and 1 of the new guys, Shang-Chi to Spiriato. You should already know Doomking, once per turn, banish, once per turn, negate when a zombie monster activates effects. Both those effects are once per turn. This thing is pretty cool. It is a Foolish Burial if it's summoned, and if it's in the graveyard, if it's banished actually from anywhere. If it's banished, you can banish another zombie monster to special summon it. So this card is really good to use for Dark to bring back our Chaos Ruler. So what I'm doing a lot of times is I will send this to the grave with Gozuki, and then when a Gozuki goes to graveyard, I will banish this, special a zombie from my hand, and then banish Gozuki to special this back from the graveyard. So we have another Foolish just ready to go, and another monster from hand. So great card, perfect extender, especially for that situation, and obviously also for banish off a Chaos Ruler. Then for our lower zombies, we run 3 Mizuki, because we just have so many ways of dumping stuff. We have Zombie Vampire, we have Chaotic Ruler, we have Gozuki, we obviously have Shang-Chi, so a lot of stuff. And speaking of Gozuki, there we go, 2 of them. A lot of people have been playing one of these, but the synergy is so great with stuff like this, for example, that you really do want that other Foolish. You want to have as many as you can. And yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more just a bit later. Then for our last level 4s, we run 2 Banshee. Now why 2? Because I can't find my third one, honestly. I think I'd rather play 3 of these and 2 Zombie World. Right now that's what it is. Then for our zombie tuners, we have triple Unizombie and 1 Glow Up Bloom. This thing, of course, beautiful, gets us everything we need. Either gets us our Balladrock or gets us the new Shang-Chi monster, depending on where you are in your combo and how far you are extending. Then for the P.U.N.K engine,
I'm no punk bitch!
I ain't no punk bitch neither!
I'm no punk bitch!
We
run 2 Zeomin, we run 1 Deer Note, and 1 Foxy Tune. Like I said, a really small engine here. These cards are amazing for this deck. So when this thing is summoned, you search one of these. Usually you search this one, and this one you can discard itself and another card to special this out of the deck. And this is 8, makes your Chaos Ruler. So yeah, P.U.N.K engine, really great, makes your Ruler, and also this thing chain blocks. So when this is sent to your graveyard for the Synchro Summon, you activate Chaos Ruler chain 1, you activate this chain 2 to summon your tuner back, because you're going to need a tuner for Hulk later. So yeah, really good chain blocking, also makes you, of course, Chaotic Ruler, whatever his name is, super quick. Then for our dangers, 3 Nessie, 1 Jackalope, and 1 Suchi Noko. Discard outlets almost all of our cards like being in a graveyard instead of in the hand, so yeah. Then for our last couple cards, we have the 2 tuners that can summon themselves. We have the Strudo and we have the Jet Synchron. This is for our Hulk plays. This also comes in handy to make Chaotic Ruler off of certain things, or actually make Baron. A lot of times what will happen is we'll have Chaos Ruler, Chaotic Ruler, whatever his name is, and we'll have a Unizombie on the field, and we'll use Unizombie's effect to increase the level of Chaos Ruler by 1, making it a 9, so 9 plus 1, 10, Baron, there we go, that's another way into Baron. And of course, like I said, another tuner, always good to have another tuner. And of course, because we are degenerates, we play the Scythe lock. Then, like I said, 3 Zombie World. I would run 2 if I find my 3rd Banshee, but for right now we do run 3. Then 3 Italy to get to our P.U.N.K combo, get our stuff going. This card is amazing. Why it's a 3, I don't know. It's absolutely broken. Then we have 2 ready and 1 instant fusion. These cards are really good because they get you your level 2 Alvain, so you can go from Chaotic Ruler into Baron, or you can make Chaotic Ruler with Shang-Chi, or you just have an extra tuner for Hulk. But yeah. Then the one-ofs, we have a Foolish, we have a Called By, we have a Gold Sark. This is for Shang-Chi. Because that card, of course, loves being banished with a zombie, special summon it. Then we have 3 Dark Rulers. This is in case we end up going second. As you can see, we don't run really any hand traps. This is just all gas. And I saw this build first, actually, from this YouTuber. I never know how to say his name. Dude is awesome. He labs some really interesting shit. I first saw this deck on his channel and I was like, if I ever get a hand of the P.U.N.K stuff, I'm gonna try to build that. And yeah, you know, really good deck. And so for our side, we do have some gas, but some hand traps and stuff, but we'll show you that later. First, let's go through the extra deck. First, we're gonna start with the links. We have the Anima for the 2s. We have the Dagda and Hulk combo. Then, for our last level 2, Link 2, we have Sucker. Then for our only Link 3, we run a Fascinator. You know, this thing's effect didn't really come up that often. Usually, the reason I make it is so I can go into our Link 4, which we do run 2. For going first, we have Yukiona, which is a really good card. It negates anything that activates in the graveyard, which is really good. And also, if a monster is special summoned from the graveyard, you target a monster in the field, make its attack and defense go to 0, and its effects are negated. So it's a pretty decent card. The only reason this isn't something more impactful like Apo is because we make it after we get Zombie Lock. Then Access Code if we need to go ahead and push for game. Then for our synchros, we have the Hulk targets, which are formula to go into Baron on our opponent's turn, and the Wonder Machine to go ahead and pop Scythe. Then we have Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic guy. So he has both Chaos and Chaotic. Yeah, I'm gonna say I was right. Yeah, this guy's great. Mill 5, choose one out to your hand, Bloody Arc. Otherwise, send everything to the graveyard, and we want everything in the graveyard anyways. Then a Baron, and now for our Xyz, we have 2 level 8 Xyz. We have Zombie Vampire, which mills 4 from yours and your opponent's deck, and you choose one of those monsters to summon them on your side of the field. Pretty great. And our Omni on-field negate Zombie Stein. This card is pretty good. It is a zombie rank 8. The only other one I think is Lancelot, which this is better because Lancelot is automatic, so the first card they play has to get negated by Lancelot, which kind of sucks. You go ahead, detach, switches to defense, and negate the face-up card. So as long as the card activates on the field, this thing can negate it. It is once per turn. It does go to defense, which it has basically no defense because it's a zombie, but it also works as a 4500 big stick that's just off of 2 level 8, so also pretty good for that reason. And lastly, for our fusion, we run 2 Alvain as our instant fusion and ready fusion target. Because like I said, we always need that extra tuner, and it always comes in handy. Now, for our side deck, so we got 2 Droll and 2 Nib as our only monster hand traps. Then we have our trio of spell trap removal. I should probably run maybe another one of these here. But I'll have to cut something. I'll have to think of what I should take out. Then we have the traps, which we have a lot of. We have double evenly. Let me get that in frame. Double evenly, double rivalry, double de-barrier, and double anti-spell. So yeah, whatever matchup we're going against, if we're forced to go first, obviously this, or this is good. This is great for going second. So that is the deck. Now let's see if we can get a good combo going for you. So we just pulled a hand, and oh my god, this hand is spicy. This hand will get us pretty damn far. Let's go ahead and play with it, see what we get. So of course, first off, we're going to go ahead and activate E-Telly, which will get us our little P.U.N.K, the Zayaman. Then we'll pay 600 life points to add a punk to our hand, which will be the Foxy Tune. And we already opened Deer Note here. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and activate Deer Note effect, reveal it, and the other Punk monster. Send the other Punk monster to the graveyard to special this right here. And then we go into Chaos Ruler, which will go ahead and let us mill 5, but we'll go chain 1 Chaos Ruler, chain to Deer Note to special back the tuner, just in case we need it for something, and then we will go mill off 5. Go 1, 2, 3, oh god, 4, and 5. And now, do we want to add any of these to our hand? Actually, we'll go ahead and add the danger just in case for funsies. After that, since we opened it, we're going to go ahead and activate our Ready Fusion, take another 1000, special summon a level 2 tuner. This hand is a little bit more bonkers than you usually would see. You'd have to go through a different combo to make Baron, but since we have it, we'll go ahead and do this. So we'll synchro those two into Baron. So you want to, again, you want to keep placement of your zone. So this is going to be the zone underneath the Link zone right here. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and normal summon our Unizombie. We're going to activate Unizombie to send a card from our hand. And we're going to go ahead and send Baladrock. Then we will activate the send from deck, and we will send a Mezuki here. From here, we can go ahead and activate Mezuki to special summon the Shang-Chi. We'll use the Shang-Chi effect here to go ahead and mill ourselves a Banshee. We'll activate Banshee to activate Zombie World. At this point, we can go ahead and make a Link 2 using these two cards right here to go into our Dagda. Then we can activate Chaos Ruler to banish a Light in the Dark, and so you'll go ahead and banish your Shang-Chi, and we will banish the Foxy Tune to special him back. Then Shang-Chi will trigger, specialing summoning itself. We're going to special it over here by banishing a zombie monster, which right now everything in our graveyard is zombie. We'll go ahead and banish this Deer Note just for fun. At this point, you are free to make Hulk, so you can go use these two right here to make a Hulky Fibrax, which can go right here. We'll go ahead and activate that effect to special summon a tuner from our deck. Alright, after that, we'll go ahead and chain our Dagda to set the Scythe, and then we will link this off for a link 1 of our Anima. And with Bloom, we'll go ahead and banish this to special summon our Doomking. Oh, I forgot, one thing I forgot is if this thing is banished, if it leaves the field after it's special summoned from the banished pile, it goes to the bottom of the deck. So the unfortunate thing with the board we ended up with at this point is that I do not believe we'll have enough material to make both of our negates, but at this point we'll go ahead and make one. We do have a card in hand, so preferable would be the omni-negates. You can go ahead and overlay these two, and we can go into Zombie Stein. And since we need another monster zone clear for our Scythe to go off and obviously our Doomkin to come back, we can go ahead and link these two off into our Vampire. So like I said, this thing is mostly here to clear zones. It is a Link 3 zombie we can use to clear a zone for whatever we need. Preferably we would have had another extender to special summon another zombie monster or something on the field to where we would have had the Link 4 zombie. We do in fact have the danger in hand. However, the issue here would be is we would not have anything in hand to discard for Zombie Stein for a negate. So that's why we decided to go for this over the Link 4. Yeah, so this is basically the end board off of that hand and those mills. Pretty good. Let's do one more real quick. And this is what we opened. This hand is also very much busted. With this one, it should be easier to get into everything because we actually drew into our Scythe. So first off, obviously, we're going to start off and do our combo with E-Telly. A lot of times you'll also open Xiaomin, which is good because it is a normal summon in the deck that you can need a normal summon, but you don't always need it, especially if you combo off really well with your mills. So we're gonna go ahead and add a Foxy Tune here, we're going to activate P.U.N.K. We're going to send it and our dead card, which is Gold Sark, to the graveyard to special summon the level 5. Hopefully with this we should be able to add on the full combo, the big one. We'll see what happens. So we'll go 8. The only problem is this deck is very linear. Your end board is very predictable, but that is okay. So chain 1, chain 2, effect 2, special. Then we'll give it a shuffle just in case. So, you know, y'all don't say, oh, you're setting up your stuff. Nah. And then let's go mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will go ahead and add the Nessie to our hand. Everything else we'll send to the graveyard, and we'll go ahead and activate the Banshee right away to activate the Zombie World from our deck. Then we can go set Scythe. We can go normal Gozuki, use Gozuki's effect to Foolish. We'll Foolish Shang-Chi. Then we'll go ahead and link these two off into Sucker so we can get an extra draw, which is always nice. Then we'll go ahead and trigger the Gozuki by banishing the Xiamen. We can special back the Shang-Chi. We'll go ahead and activate that to Foolish. At this point, we're going to send a Unizombie to the graveyard. Then we'll go ahead and trigger the Mizuki. We're going to banish it to special summon the Unizombie. We're going to activate Unizombie to send a card from the deck to the graveyard and target the Chaos Ruler, increase his level by 1. Here we will send a Doomking to set up our plays for next turn. Then we can go link 2 into P.U.N.K. We'll trigger P.U.N.K. to go ahead and special summon the Glow Up Bloom. And I keep forgetting, but Shang-Chi does go to the bottom of the deck. From here, we'll go ahead and Synchro 10. We'll go ahead and summon Baron. Then we will trigger Bloom to special. We'll special ourselves a Doomking from deck. Activate Chaos Ruler. Summon him by banishing a light, and a dark. We'll go ahead and banish the Foxy Tune, and we'll banish the Unizombie, because it's the only other dark we have in the graveyard at this point. Then here we'll go ahead and overlay for our rank 8, negate. And unfortunately, we were not able to get an extra body on board to make our thing yet again, but that is okay. So, this point during our opponent's turn, what's going to happen is, once they pass during standby, we're going to go ahead and summon our Doomking, of course, which is going to get us to draw a card off of Sucker. Then, during our opponent's main phase, we'll go ahead and activate P.U.N.K, summoning TG Wonder Magician, which will pop Scythe and summon it back as well. And we have the omni-negate here, we have the omni-negate here, we have the Scythe lock, we have the Doomking negate, and yeah, that's it. You know, like I said, if the hand was just slightly more optimal with one more extender at a certain point, for example, if we would have milled one more Mizuki, that would have gotten us into our Link 4 that negates anything activated in the graveyard, which is really good as well. But yeah, so that's the end board. We have all these things loaded into our hand to go off next turn, which is really good. Alright, so yeah, that's the deck. That's the combo. We did it twice with Random Ass Hand. And Random Ass Hand was a little bit more cracked because we ended up seeing E-Telly both times. Now obviously that won't always happen. Sometimes you'll draw into your Xiamen, which is nice, but you can also go this full combo right here. You can make this with a Unizombie in a pretty good hand as well. But yeah, anyways guys, that's the deck. Let me know what you think of the ceiling. Like I said, no hand traps because we're all gas, and we flood our opponent if we end up losing game 1. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you think down below. Let me know what decks you're playing at the moment and how y'all doing in locals. By the way, this deck is amazing. It's me that sucks. I keep misplaying. I still need to keep practicing with it. There's a lot of cuts in this combo video because I actually misplayed a couple of times, and I had to like think between my plays, see what's next. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, hopefully it won't be another month or two till I make the next video. See ya. Bye.